The brand that invented the modern electric car just launched its most important one in a decade, and the entire thing is borrowed from a French hatchback. The new Micra Evolve makes 150 horsepower, covers 408 kilometers, around 254 miles, on a single charge, and costs €33,490. Whether borrowing the Renault 5's homework was clever or a confession is the question this walkaround answers. Nissan wanted distance from the Renault without paying for it, and the front end is where they succeeded. Circular LED headlights reference the K12 Micra from 2002, the one your driving instructor owned. In this blue, the surfacing between the arches catches light differently from the Renault 5's flatter panels. An indent below the belt line, what Nissan calls the ice cream scoop, creates a shadow line the French car doesn't have. 18-inch wheels are standard across every trim, unusual for a car under 4 meters long. At the rear, circular taillights mirror the front, but the roofline and D-pillar are undeniably the Renault's. I expected a badge swap. The front earned its place. The rear still hasn't. The cabin borrows the Renault 5's twin 10.1-inch screen layout, the column drive selector, the physical climate controls beneath the display. Those physical buttons matter. After a year of cars that bury temperature in submenus, I notice them immediately. What changes is the atmosphere. Soft-touch surfaces in light tones replace the Renault's retro fabric, and a Mount Fuji graphic on the wireless charging pad says Japanese even though the car was built in Douai. The Harman Kardon system with 9 speakers comes standard on this Evolve, and 48 ambient lighting zones let you set the mood. What I didn't find were cup holders. For a daily city car, that oversight will follow you every morning. Your knees arrive before you do. Legroom is tight for anyone near 180 centimeters, around 5 feet 11. 2 adults fit for a city run. 3 across is technically possible, but nobody would volunteer. The flat floor helps with foot space, and a USB-C port for rear passengers is thoughtful. But the battery pack underneath dictates a seating position that prioritizes the front at the expense of the rear. The Hyundai Inster and BYD Dolphin Surf both offer more room back here. You open the boot and the load lip is high enough to remind you every time you lift a bag. 326 liters, around 11.5 cubic feet, is competitive for this class, larger than the Inster and the Mini Cooper. A compartment under the floor holds a charging cable. The 60/40 rear seats fold to 1,106 liters, around 39 cubic feet, though they leave a step rather than a flat surface. The Mount Fuji graphic appears on the boot trim too. Small consistency like that separates a considered car from a parts bin exercise. 150 horsepower from a single front motor, 245 Nm from zero, which makes the Micra feel quicker than the 8-second 0 to 100 figure suggests. The 52 kWh battery charges at up to 100 kilowatts, 15 to 80% in 30 minutes. A heat pump is standard on every trim, and regenerative braking paddles behind the steering wheel are something the Renault 5 still doesn't offer as standard on equivalent trims. That single advantage is the only functional reason to walk past a Renault showroom. €33,490. The Renault 5-inch's comparable specification costs $36,000. That gap buys you a different badge, slightly weaker residual values, and regenerative braking paddles the Renault charges extra for. I came to the Graz Motor Show expecting the Micra to feel like a consolation prize. It doesn't. The front end has earned its identity, the interior details feel deliberate, and €1,500 is real money. What this car actually asks is whether brand nostalgia justifies paying more when the engineering underneath is identical. 3 years ago, I'd have said yes without thinking. After this walk-around, I hesitate. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.